In 1920s London, a man walked into a luxury hotel, wearing traditional Indian royal attire, calm and confident. But the moment he stepped inside, the entire atmosphere changed. Staff looked at him differently. Some ignored him, some whispered, and some even smiled in a mocking way, as if he didn't belong there. He was treated like a stranger, not like a king. But they had no idea who he truly was. His name was Maharaja Singh Prabhakar of Alwar, one of the richest and most powerful rulers in India during the British era. He had palaces, wealth, and authority. But in that moment, none of it was recognized. No respect, no welcome, only silent humiliation.
Look at this spectacle. Does he think he's royalty?
What a ridiculous costume.
Sir, this area is for hotel guests.
He doesn't belong here. Someone remove him.
The Maharaja noticed everything, but he said nothing. He stayed calm, controlled his expression, and walked through the insult without reacting. But inside him, something had shifted. A king had been treated like he was nothing, and that feeling stayed with him longer than the visit itself. Days passed, but the memory of that humiliation did not leave his mind. He traveled through London, observing everything quietly, but his thoughts were no longer peaceful. Then one day, while moving through the city streets, his eyes stopped on a place that represented the highest level of luxury in the world, a Rolls-Royce showroom. The cars were shining, perfectly designed, symbols of wealth, power, and elite status. People believed owning a Rolls-Royce meant ultimate respect. The Maharaja stood there silently, looking at those cars for a long moment, and then something changed in him. He made a decision that shocked everyone around him. He walked into the showroom and, without any negotiation, without asking questions, he ordered 6 Rolls-Royce cars. The staff were stunned. A man they had never taken seriously in London was now buying multiple of the most expensive cars in the world in one moment. But the Maharaja showed no excitement, no pride, only calm silence. And in that silence, there was a hidden message forming. After some time, the 6 Rolls-Royce cars were delivered to India. People expected something grand, royal parades, special use for kingship and prestige. But what happened next completely changed the story. The Maharaja gave an order that nobody could believe. Those 6 Rolls-Royce cars, symbols of ultimate luxury, were assigned to the sanitation department of Alwar. Instead of royal travel, they were used to collect garbage from the streets. The most expensive and respected cars in the world were now carrying waste, moving through dust and dirt every day. People were shocked, officials were confused, and news of this strange decision began to spread. How could a Maharaja turn Rolls-Royce cars into garbage trucks? But the Maharaja did not explain himself. He didn't need to, because this was not just a decision, it was a message, a silent message sent across continents. A statement that if respect is not given, then even symbols of luxury can be reduced to dust. Soon, the news reached London. At first, people didn't believe it, but when it was confirmed that Rolls-Royce cars were being used as garbage collection vehicles in India, the company itself was shocked. Their most prestigious creation, a symbol of perfection and status, was being used to carry waste. The executives investigated quickly, and what they discovered changed everything. They learned about the Maharaja, about his visit to London, and about how he was treated in the hotel, ignored and disrespected, simply because of his appearance. Suddenly, the situation was no longer just about cars, it was about dignity. The silence of the Maharaja had turned into a global statement. and it was damaging the image of one of the most powerful luxury brands in the world. Rolls-Royce executives realized they were not dealing with an ordinary customer, but with someone who had exposed disrespect on an international level without raising his voice even once. Immediately, the company took action. Formal apologies were sent, respectful messages were delivered, and they requested the Maharaja to restore the proper use of their cars. They even offered replacements and full respect, understanding that the damage was not mechanical, but reputational. But by then the Maharaja had already made his point. He never shouted, he never fought, and he never insulted anyone. He simply used silence and action as his weapons. A king who was once ignored in a hotel had turned an entire luxury brand into a lesson about respect. In the end, one truth remained clear. Real power does not need noise, and dignity does not need permission. Sometimes, silence is the strongest revenge the world has ever seen.